Hey everyone, Castle here. About to explain some stuff. So, I've been pretty gung ho about getting everything all set up for Revulsion and everything like that, and getting the level editor and having a big patch, come mid October and everything like that. And then I saw the current sales for the game during the last sale, right? I know that sounds kind of redundant. During the last sale, I saw the numbers. It's not enough. There's this kind of a problem. This is bad news. Basically, uh, it's not in a good spot at the moment, and when it comes to being able to continue working on Revulsion in this current situation. It doesn't mean that I'm throwing in the towel or anything like that, but it does mean that I really really need to start rolling onto a new project. I need to roll on to the next project. So what does this mean exactly? Um, when I lowered the price for the game, I was thinking that it would help, get more, people would be more willing to buy it and stuff like that. And against people's better advice, everybody pretty much told me the same thing. Well, a lot of people did, but I wanted to try it anyway, and I just gave it a shot. Basically, what ended up happening was um, sales stayed the same, but the value, like the amount that I was making, just simply went down. So an important lesson that I learned is that lowering the price of the game didn't do anything at all, and that is going to be probably a pretty big "I told you so" from a great number of people who thought maybe I was being too aggressive. I just wanted to try it. I just wanted to see. You know what I mean? But this pretty much confirms it. I really shouldn't have bothered to lower the price of the game because it didn't matter. Like I had like um you know I had some praise from like BZ Plasma and stuff like that because oh yeah, it's finally selling for the right amount of money and everything like that and like but the honest answer is that it didn't matter. It didn't matter. I guess anyone who's going to complain about the game being 14.99 probably wasn't going to buy the game anyway. So I'm in a situation right now where I've lowered the price. So when I do a sale, it it ends up really cutting into it. But um, well, there's really nothing else to it. The numbers are too low at this point in time as far as like being able to continue working on Revulsion at least as much as I can tell. Now, what you're looking at right now is the in-game multiplayer level editor for Revulsion. This isn't the actual game that you're looking at right now. And the in-game multiplayer level editor is what I've been working on for a while now because it's developing in tandem a patch for Revulsion 1 as well as the the foundation for my next game, which is going to be a completely new thing and that I need to be getting into as soon as possible because I really need to. Um, I have a few options at this point in time. One, I could react to this situation and just maybe try and integrate the level editor into Revulsion as is, and just kind of get the functionality and everything like that, and then at that point in time, once I get that working, maybe assess to see how hard that's going to be to do, and make sure that that just give it a shot and see what happens if I integrate it. It'll be a little bit weird. There's going to be this like crazy multiplayer level editor in a single player game. Like it'll be even weirder. Like how am I going to allow people to test? Like it won't be the full functionality and everything like that of the level editor, but I guess that's okay. Um, it's still you're still able to go in with your friends and fucking build the maps. It'll be part of the actual game where you'll be able to do all that stuff. That's cool. Um, I can assess that. I'm probably going to go ahead and I'm probably going to take option number one. I haven't even said what the other options are. Option number two is I cut my losses basically at this point in time, and shelve Revulsion outside of a small patch that I need to do with the random world generation. I'm going to take a solid look at the random world generation because multiple people now have reported that it's generating levels that are not completable, which I don't think is actually true. I'm pretty sure that the worlds are completable. It's just confusing because it's generating the world. You have to make sure that you check every door, even the one that's all the way over here. Like if you just see if you see a locked door and there's stuff behind it, it means that there could be another area where all the way over here in this one corner, all the way in the side, there's this one door you missed that ends up taking you all the way around. I've seen it happen many times before in the past, and the way I can address this, I mean, it's still a bug because if people are reporting it as a bug, it's a bug no matter what I think. You know what I mean? Like, um, it's still technically a bug no matter what. I'm gonna mark on the map, a green dot for every single open door or something like that, maybe, or something, something similar, simple, or at least just confirm whether or not it is actually a real bug. Because if I run into it, then I'll have to fix it. I mean, who knows? You never know, right? Fix that one little thing, which wouldn't even take a whole night to fix, um, and then just disable the in-game, the level editor, and rework the store page and take out any mention of the in-game multiplayer level editor, and then from there just go whole hog into developing the next game. The advantages of option number two are that it's the least upfront risk. I don't feel like at this point in time I would be dumping a whole lot of my effort into a bottomless pit at this point. Because I mean, the numbers for Revulsion are low no matter what. Like if it was ever going to get higher, it would have already gotten higher by now. There's just nothing I can say. Um, it really was a kick. It was really a kick in the balls for the lowering the price, not actually mattering. Like I guess that's yeah, it didn't matter to lower the price, no matter how much people, no matter how many people told me that it would improve things, and I went ahead and gave it a shot because why not? And uh, maybe the sale just didn't work out. Maybe the actual price of the game. I don't know. There's a lot of other ways to look at it as well. But I mean, if it's just not making money, then I just can't keep dumping effort into it. And I think I was gonna say that there were three options, but honestly, I think that's both. That's the only two options. I mean, so I I'm gonna look into developing the level editor inside of Revulsion, just integrating it into Revulsion tonight. If tonight works out well, then we'll be in good shape to be able to take option number one, right? But honestly, option number two is looking really good right now. Oh man. All right, so yeah, I don't really know what to say. Like, what do you guys think? It's not a. This isn't like a good thing. Like, if I owned a company right now, we'd be laying people off at this point. It would be pretty ugly. I wasn't expecting the numbers to be that low. I was thinking that if the game was cheaper, then more people would buy it. It's just not what happened. Same number of people bought for a lower price. That's all that happened. That's all that happened. So the better thing to have done at this point in time would have been to have left the price, at 19.99 or something like that. Just sell it for 19.99 and then do sales. Sell the game for, 9.99 um, during the sale. And then people will think that they're getting their, people will be getting a really good deal, but I mean it is a good deal at 9.99 regardless. But the thing is that nobody buys the game when the sale is not like I haven't sold a single copy in the last 2 weeks. Um, Lowering the price of the game isn't the way to go. The way to go is raise the price of the game and use sales as your way to sell the game. That's it. I probably should have learned this lesson a lot sooner. But you live, you learn, right? What do you guys think I should do? What should I do? One thing that is for sure, if I take option 2, I'll be rolling right into the new game. You'll actually be seeing gameplay and everything like that very quickly because I'll be using prototype graphics. I'll be getting the general flow, the survival mechanics, the spawning system, the everything that I need in order for the game to be functional. The ability for you to build guns in the editor so that you can build new types of weapons and all kinds of stuff like that. All of that shit will just roll, and you'll be seeing like within like a couple months there'll be this playable, completely new experience, open world survival um, thing that won't even be a sequel to Revulsion. I don't think I think it's going to actually be a completely new thing, right? If I continue developing for Revulsion 1, the idea was that Revulsion 1 would be pulling in more money, and that I did all these changes so that it would be more um, fruitful to work with it if I made these changes, and I promised that I would have the level editor and people would be more interested in it. I don't know, nobody's really interested in it. Um, that then it would help me while I'm working on the next project. But that plan completely failed. I don't think that's gonna be viable at this point in time. Like now that I'm seeing this, and it kind of sucks too because I'm like right after I was like I'm gonna do this big patch for October and everything like that, and now I'm like I'm gonna have to do a 180 on this. Okay, so with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end this video here. I'd really, really seriously, guys, I'd really like some feedback on this one because I feel like I'm in a bad spot at this point in time. Like I'm gonna have to pick either option 1 or option 2. Tonight, I'm gonna spend time looking at option 1. If option 1 can be done quickly and smoothly without any issues, then then there you go. All right, we will have the level editor just integrated into fucking Revulsion. Like you'll if not, if it's gonna take like a week to do it, or not even a week, like if it would take, oh, actually a week would be fine. If it would take like a month or and change to integrate it properly, then I'm fucked. Like then option 2 is my only option. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end the video here. Tell me what you guys think. I don't know. All right, take it easy.